Welcome, everyone, to the Delaware County Board of Commissioners meeting for November 14th, 2019. And Nicole, would you please lead us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my left is our Vice President, Jeff Benton. To my right is fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, our Administrator, Mike Fromer, and our Clerk, Jennifer Walraven. We can begin.
Resolution number 19-1113 in the matter of approving electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held November 7th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1113. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today, so that brings us to item number 3, resolution number 19-1114 in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1113 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1113.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1114. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1115 in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1915. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1116 in the matter of proclaiming recognizing Marlene Cassini.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion,
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment if I may. Marlene is somebody I've had the privilege of knowing during her years, the years I've been in the county, and she's been a great asset to the county, and she's going to retire, and she has an event next Thursday night, and she will be missed, and she's done great work for this county.
absolutely, absolutely. Yes, we will really miss her. She has worked so hard, and we're going to deliver this proclamation then at her reception next week.
I had the privilege of serving on the foundation board with Marlene and actually helped to recruit her. So that's been about 15 years ago, and she did a really nice job, of kind of professionalizing the foundation and growing it, and establishing a network of donors and engaged people in the community, and the main legacy, I think, is in the scholarship area. They've done hundreds and hundreds of scholarships to local students. It has been just enormously helpful. So she's done a nice job, and the successor will have big shoes to fill.
Yes,
In
absolutely.
a term I use occasionally, and I think it's certainly fitting in her case, she has a quiet strength about her. Very quiet, but she gets a lot done, and she's been very good for this county.
Yes, yes, just a fantastic lady. We've been very fortunate, and you're right, big shoes to fill. All right.
Did we vote?
Vote on motion 19-1116. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1117 in the matter of approving school resource officer intergovernmental agreements and memorandums of understanding between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners, the Delaware County Sheriff, and Big Walnut Local Schools, Olentangy Local Schools, Buckeye Valley Local Schools, and the Delaware Area Career Center.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Wiseman, Chief Deputy, Delaware County Sheriff's Office. I just want to bring you up to speed on what you have in front of you is an agreement between the school districts here in the county and kind of an overview of our school resource officer program. We currently have 10 school resource officers in the county. The way that's broken down is there are 6 at Olentangy, 2 at Buckeye Valley, 1 at the Career Center, and 1 at Big Walnut. What you have in front of you is the same contract we've had in previous years. There's a couple small differences. There was a new state law that came in effect that we had to take out some administrative things and how things worked and put that into a different contract. So what you have in front of you basically is the fiscal obligations of the county to provide the services. The services are still at the same rate as a shared into this at a 50-50 relationship. And then every year it also goes up with contract negotiations also is already into that package also. So depending upon what the deputies have in their contract, There's also an increase in the contract as it goes up, as we build the schools also. Do you have any questions or anything further that?
How long has this partnership been in place now? I know it's been a number of years.
I was recently talked to one of my deputies. It's been probably 15 to 20 years at least that it started out as a DARE program is what it started out as. And then from the DARE program, it's evolved now into the School Resource Officer of Education, Teaching, and Security. The other thing is that depending upon the level of education, the deputies do different functions. So at the high school level, they're more handling what's happening there. Down at the elementary, they're doing a lot of teaching and education. So like for last year, out of the 10 SROs, they had FaceTime with 18,969 students. So they're teaching the students, and most of those are about a 45-minute class they're doing. And they range from Halloween safety, internet safety, bullying. And then at the high school level, we have the Safe Teen Driving Initiative that we collaborate with OSP and the Health District also on that. So we have a lot of things going on with what the SROs are doing.
Boy, and their roles now are more important than ever with
Yeah.
safety concerns
Yeah.
and
More complex than before.
yes, more
Yes, and the
complex.
schools are very appreciative of what we do, and when somebody's not there for time off or train, they're saying, hey, we want somebody here now. So it's a great collaboration, and we collaborate with the schools, we collaborate with other communities also inside the schools, so it's a great program.
And very important, doing good things.
Yes.
So,
And I know since Genoa has its own police department, that they have SRO officers
Yeah, they
in the Westerville
Yes.
schools.
Yeah, they have the Westerville, and then we have an SRO meeting once a month. We try to get Westerville and the city of Delaware
Okay.
together, so all the SROs also talk about what's going on
Okay.
and collaborate also.
Boy, that's great. I mean, I've heard stories too of where the students, I mean, have really bonded. And
Yes, yeah, there's some great things, and then most of the schools, especially the high school, they have the SRO at graduation on the stage with them also, so they participate in graduation as part of the staff and faculty also. So it's a great program.
It
and
is, yes.
very exciting, actually.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you.
To explain it.
Vote on that? We need to vote on this.
Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1117. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1118, in the matter of approving transfer of appropriations for the Recorder's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Vote. Oops, any discussion?
Unless the board wants discussion.
Oh, hi. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me today. I'm Clancy Maloney Nelson. I'm the Fiscal Officer, Deputy Recorder with the Recorder's Office. I do have packets of info if you'd like it, but we're basically asking for a transfer of appropriations to cover background checks for 2 new employees that we got, a full-time person and a part-time person due to just the growth of the county, to streamline production and make sure that we're able to continue the growth that the county is experiencing. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay. All right, vote.
Was this part of our budget discussion yesterday?
I don't think so.
So the-
No.
This would not be for next year's budget. This would go
You
under,
said adding a part-time person?
yes, we
Part of
have
the
a
discussion.
full-time person and a part-time person.
Yeah, that discussion.
So I'm reluctant to approve it since we really talked,
This is a background check
the background
Yes,
check?
mhm.
on
Yes, that
those
is
2
correct.
people that have already been added.
Yes, yes, that would fall under this year's budget, not next year's. So we're just transferring funds from our 5201, basically supplies to.
We haven't hired the part-time person?
No, she has, yes.
Yes, they've already been added, the full and part-time.
Maybe about a week or 2 ago.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1118. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
No.
Resolution number 19-1119, in the matter of accepting the award for the Victims of Crime and State Victims Assistance Grant for Victim Services.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Nicole Ford with the Delaware County Prosecutor's Office. Once again, we've been awarded the Victims of Crime Act and State Victims Assistant Act grants. These grants allow us to continue serving our victims of crime in Delaware County. This grant partially funds our Victims Director, Trish Wright, our Victims Assistant, Megan Powell, and our Civil Protection Order Specialist, Meg Dillman. All of these positions are extremely vital to our victims of crime in Delaware County, and we are requesting that the grants be awarded and accepted into county funds. We have been awarded $186,734.42, $36,925.69, which is the local match from the commissioners. This year, federal funds were cut at 7% at the last moment. The Attorney General's office do expect these funds to be cut again in the next 2 years, and at this time, there was no other information they were able to provide except for the cuts in the next 2 years, and they did not offer any insight as to whether we would get those funds back after the 2 years. This grant began October 1st of 2019 and will conclude on September 30th of 2020.
Okay. Any questions? Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1119. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Nicole.
Resolution number 19-1120, in the matter of approving a resolution of necessity for the lease of a motor vehicle for the use of the Delaware County Emergency Medical Services.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Morning, Commissioners. Jeff Fischel, Director of EMS, Delaware County. What you have before you is a resolution for snowplow for EMS. Currently, Randy Banks is our maintenance employee with the county. The vehicles that he uses currently, he has two. Both of them are well past their useful life. So one of them doesn't run. What we're attempting to do is get a lease on a brand new vehicle that could be used for maintenance and snowplow, and replace the two vehicles currently that we have that are well past their useful life.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1120. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1121, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer improvement plans for Scioto Meadows South.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. This first plan set has been reviewed and approved by our office. It is for development south of Home Road, east of Riverside Drive, and it's a 24 condo development.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1121. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 1122, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer subdividers agreement for North Lake Preserve Section 2.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
So this is a standard agreement. It is located near 36, 37, and 71 up on Four Winds Drive, and there are 35 homes in this section.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1122. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1123, in the matter of change order number 1 with Polydine Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Thanks. So this resolution is for us to extend our contract time for another year with Polydyne at the same price. We currently spend a little over $100,000 per year for polymers, which are used to thicken the sludge at our OECC, Alum Creek, and Lower Scioto treatment plants.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1123. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thanks.
Resolution number 19-1124, in the matter of reappointing a member to the Delaware County Board of Zoning Appeals.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Jane Hawes, Director of Communications. We have before you a reappointment. Our Board of Zoning Appeals, Kent Manley, is interested in being reappointed, and we encourage you to approve it.
Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1124. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Brings us to administrative reports.
Morning, Commissioners. Tomorrow, I'm going to be attending the CALEA interview with Director Brandt and Chief Donahue in Covington, Kentucky, and I think it's the final step for CALEA accreditation. So I'm very excited to be down there, and it feels like the final step in a really good process to have our 911 center accredited. So that's all I have.
I believe it is Commissioner Benton's turn.
Good, I got a bunch of things. Commissioner Miro would
Start
steal
marking
them.
it off here.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Today at the Renaissance Hotel, the Finance Authority is having their annual luncheon. It's not really a formal annual meeting, but they're going to host that, and there is a lot going on in the Finance Authority. And so I want to thank all of them for all their effort to make, to help with economic development in Delaware County, which is going extremely well. Central Ohio Youth Center meeting this afternoon. Last Friday, we had the Arts Castle Fall Festival, and that was very well attended and a fun event. A lot of very nice local artists provide local art for that event, and very well attended, very nice event. Arts Castle is just a really nice asset for.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and they had it all decorated
Oh,
for
gosh, yes.
Christmas. And
Oh,
just
gosh.
a really nice asset for Delaware County. Went to the Galena Brick Trail ribbon cutting Saturday morning, and that is the final phase of the 3 phases that connect Galena to Sunbury. And there were a whole bunch of people who participated in making this happen. And this is we're almost done with the Ohio to Erie Trail through Delaware County. There's a few places up in northern Ohio that still have some work to do. But there's 2 parcels left. Preservation Parks did just go in contract on one of them, and they're working on the other one. So once those last 2 parcels are acquired, that will complete the Ohio to Erie Trail, which is something that our residents really want.
Fabulous,
Yeah,
yeah.
and the trail looked really nice, and they've got connector trails feeding into it, so it really becomes very usable. Veterans Day breakfast was, of course, Monday morning on Veterans Day, and as always, that was a very nice event, very well attended. I mean, the Source Point was practically full. I really appreciate Source Point putting that on, because that is a great venue for that. Again, just a really nice celebration. OWU's Economic Forecast Dinner was last night. Sunbury Chamber Dinner is tonight. That's the annual meeting. That's always a good event. I'm participating in a township training panel this Saturday morning, talking about economic development with Bob Lamb. And the township folks will be there, and it should be very well attended and a really good dialogue and presentation, because I think we're getting townships more aware of economic development and how we can all work together to make more of it happen and bring more commercial activity and economic drivers to Delaware County. So looking forward to that. And then lastly, I wanted to comment and congratulate the Ohio State men's basketball team.
Yes.
Because last night they thoroughly dominated the number 10 Villanova team.
Jane is out.
Jane's gone.
Jane's gone. She's outside.
She knew it was coming.
Oh, she did?
Oh, it loses its impact. We need to get Jane back in here. So anyway, Jane is a Villanova grad.
Anyway, she's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Jane.
Darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just point out how
Well,
Villanova.
yeah. Oh, now she's looking. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
So
I have
that's all
a
I
few
got.
things. I'm going to reinforce a couple things that you talked about. The Arts Castle event was very, very well attended, and as we've said many times, what a great organization, and it was very, very well done. You did not mention the annual dinner for Sunbury Chamber tonight.
I did mention it, but just blew right through it because we've got so
I
many things
apologize.
going on.
And so, look, I think we're all 3 going to be there tonight for that, and
Our administrator.
and
Yeah.
the administrator, so.
That's a big event. There'll be a lot of people there.
Auditor.
Very active chamber.
Honor
They
will
do
be
a
there
nice
as well
job.
at our table. Veterans Parade was Sunday. I participated in that. It was extremely well done. Margot Michaels does an extremely good job. She's the one that kind of puts all the pieces together every year, and I don't think I think it should be noted in this meeting.
Yes.
Kudos to
yes.
her and the work that she does. And of course, the Source Point breakfast, it was Monday morning. It's good to have that back there after a 2-year hiatus.
It's the right place.
It is the right place, the correct place, and it works very, very well. And I think everybody there seemed to be enjoyed and being honored as our veterans. Very, very well done this year. I do want to thank Mike for staying in my stead tomorrow at the CALIA Awards. I appreciate that. I had a conflict with the CCO board meeting that I need to attend because of some of our conversations on Corsa, so I didn't want to miss that. And I believe the training Saturday, I think you and I are both on the same panel for that. I
Oh, you
believe.
on it too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, good.
Where's that training?
It's at.
DD, isn't it?
Yeah, DD,
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, it's a good location,
yeah. Yeah,
centrally
good spot, but
located, yeah.
Should be well attended.
that's all I have.
And I would like to congratulate Matt Brown. Matt is our Human Resources Coordinator, and he just earned his Professional in Human Resources certification from the nationally recognized Human Resources Certification Institute. And he had to do an awful lot of studying for this. And I really, we all, I know my fellow commissioners will join me in congratulating him because, you know, he undertook this on his own and studied hard and then attained the certification. So Matt, congratulations. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Not easy to get.
Not easy to get. And we do have need for executive session.
We do. Resolution number 19-1125, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of compensation for a public employee or public official and for collective bargaining.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1125. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye. We are now recessed into executive session.
Resolution number 19-1126, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1126. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We are adjourned.